Are you ready to be inspired, empowered, and connected? You're just in time for the Connect Show with Sandy Glant, Wendy Morales, and Stitches, where women in business and female entrepreneurs come together to build generational wealth, make big money moves, and create lasting impact. We network, we influence, and we uplift each other every Saturday morning.
Happy Saturday, Connect fam. Your girl Stitches here, and cannot forget my gal pals, Sandy Glant, Wendy Morales. Hey, ladies.
Hello.
Hey.
So I am excited because we have another amazing episode. We're going to be talking this morning about empowerment, but really how we can balance business, beauty, and boldness. That's what we're going to be doing. But before we get into all of the things, I got to check in with you ladies. What's going on?
Doing amazing. We're in full swing summer. What about you, Wendy?
Doing great. Just got back from Vegas, needed that little vacation, and it was nice to get away.
So good. It's always good to take those resets.
I don't know what this was, but this felt like, okay, Vegas. Okay.
Well, that's how
I love it.
Yeah, I love that too, Stitches. How about you, Stitches? How are you doing?
I'm doing well, doing good. Always a pleasure to be with the Connect fam and with my gal pals. So I'm ready to delve into all of the things. What are we doing?
Yes. Well, today we are talking about the intersection of beauty and business. This one's all about how our personal appearance, confidence, and even our beauty routines can influence our personal success. And before anyone rolls their eyes, the numbers don't lie. So here we go with a stat drop. A 2022 study by the American Psychological Association found that confident people are 45% more likely to be promoted. And guess what? Appearance plays a role in perceived confidence, especially for women.
Exactly, Sandy. And here's the deal. It's not about vanity. It's all about visibility. We're living in a digital world where your personal brand isn't just what you say, it's what you present. And for women in business, whether you're a CEO or just launching your brand, how you show up matters more than ever, ladies.
This is true. So here's the key point. Personal branding includes really your presence, your confidence, your grooming, and yes, ladies, your glow, darling, your glow. I'm curious to know, ladies, what does personal branding look like for both of you in this season of your life? And really, do you feel like your beauty routine plays a part in that? And I know we're not being vain and saying it's all about beauty, but taking care, looking like you care about how you look and how you present yourself does play a part. But what would you say?
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm in a season of more competitions, more fitness competitions, and it's so funny. My husband sent me this stat today while I was working out, and I'll read it to you, ladies, because funny enough, we're talking about it right now. And the stat was saying that, actually, I'll pull it up so we get the exact number. But the stat was correlated to women's health and how, let me pull it up. I'll get it for us 1 second. How our longevity and actually investing in our health plays a role later on in life. So the stat was women who are highly fit in midlife are nearly 90% less likely to develop dementia. So again, it's not just for physical appearances. I mean, there's so much research now on the longevity, the mobility, and really quality of life as we get older.
That's good.
That you asked, Stitches, I'm glad that you asked that. And Sandy, you bring up a good point. And to answer your question, Stitches, I'm sort of, through the changes as we get older, as I'm getting older, right now, it's really more important on the inside to radiate on the outside. So that's what that's the season of my life right now, is really to work on the inside. And it goes hand in hand with what Sandy just mentioned about being, healthy, for longevity.
Yeah. Well, Stitch, what are you focusing on?
Mind, body, and soul. So like exactly what you all said, inside, like spiritually staying connected with God, grounded in my mind, not polluting, being very mindful of what I watch and what I listen to, and creating and building a routine of better eating habits. I think so, because we move on the go. We talked about
Yep.
this before, properly planning food.
Yep.
So it's not always eating out. And if we're eating out, it's like not the best, but
Right.
exercising, just walking, running, doing a little things, doing the things that go a long way, but consistently.
That's right. Well, it's not just about the makeup or the outfits anymore. The evolution of self-care has expanded from face masks and facials to med spas, injectables, and even plastic surgery. These used to be taboo topics, but now more women are saying this is a form of self-investment. So, beauty evolution insight that I want to share with our viewers today. The med spa industry alone is now a $16.4 billion industry in the US alone. And women entrepreneurs are the fastest growing segment of that market.
Sandy, bringing that up, do you think this shift in beauty and self-care do you think it's more about pressure or empowerment?
I think the beginning of this segment, we were talking about, your branding and your what that business looks like to people on the outside, because although we feel it on the inside and it might connect us more spiritually or more for longevity, it also, the way that you look and show up is your brand. So I think that there's a component of it where, yes, it's going to be for how we feel, but it's also going to be that part of empowerment where people see you, they feel you exuding that energy and that confidence.
And also, ladies, I think for many of us, it starts with pressure, but it really ends up in evolving rather into empowerment when we're doing it for ourselves and not anyone else, but others eventually end up benefiting, because when we show up 100%, then people get the best of us. So the CEO glow up is real because we're learning to treat wellness, energy, and self-presentation as part of the leadership package. So really, quarterly sessions, self-care, investing in nutrition and hormone wellness, using aesthetic treatments for camera readiness and presence, really making confidence a part of the business budget. I'll be honest, folks, there's folks who I know who don't really got the skill, but they got so much confidence they could fool you into thinking they can do it. Okay, their confidence. I'm just putting it out there. All right, I'm just putting it out
love
there.
it. I love it. Well, Stitches, you're constantly in the public eye, radio, TV, social events. What are your non-negotiables when it comes to looking good and feeling your best?
Okay, non-negotiables. One thing my sister always shared with me, making sure my nails are done.
Ooh,
So
okay.
it doesn't have to be acrylic. It doesn't have to be like this. I just like this. But my sister,
Mhm.
since I was very young, because I was booked for shows and events. Can I tell y'all a story really quick? And
Yeah.
this will never want to not do this. My sister would tell me this: get your nails done, make sure they're clean. It doesn't have to be full on press, but make sure they're clean. Ladies, I had a meeting with a promoter who wanted to book me. And I was much, much younger. I was a teen. And then after the meeting, he's like, I really want to help you. He said, but I wonder how serious you are, because he said, look at your nails.
Wow.
And my sister just looked at me like, I was like, oh.
You're like, all right, sis, I think I'm going to listen now.
So now, long story short, nails would be one thing. Like I said, it doesn't have to be acrylic or anything, but just clean and nice.
Right.
Totally.
Yeah.
Not one
100%. I agree.
Yes, I agree as well. And that brings us to the truth. The beauty industry is a really big business, ladies, but it's also personal empowerment. Women are no longer waiting for permission to invest in themselves, mentally, physically, emotionally, and even financially.
Let's talk about this, ladies. In 2023, women drove over, get this, 70% of spending in the beauty and wellness industries. And more than 60% of new med spas businesses owners were women. We mentioned that before. It's not just about how we look, it's about how we feel and how that confidence really shows up in boardrooms, client calls, and business deals. So I really want to make it very clear. We're not telling folks to go do this and go get that, but just when you step out, when you look good and you feel good, you're going to walk with more confidence. And that's really what we want folks to get and hope that you receive.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. And speaking of beauty that builds confidence, we're just getting started. Coming up next, we're joined by Angela Kogan, CEO of Perfection Plastic Surgery and Med Spa, to talk about reinvention, beauty trends, and how she built a thriving empire from the ground up. You don't want to miss it.
Reveal the most radiant version of you at Austin Plastic Surgery Institute. Their board-certified surgeons and aesthetic experts offer world-class care in body, breast, face, and skincare treatments. With precision, artistry, and compassion, they create natural results that reflect your confidence. Call 512-920-6078. Visit austinpsi.com or stop by 4701 B Caves Road, Suite 202. APSI, where beauty meets brilliance.
Have emerged as one of the most powerful tools for connection, education, and influence. With over 464 million listeners worldwide, podcasts are redefining how we engage with content, offering a space for deep storytelling, meaningful conversations, and authentic connections. Podcasts are unique. They're not just a medium, they're a movement. A podcast can educate, inspire, and empower audiences, making them one of the most impactful ways to amplify your voice in a crowded digital landscape. But what makes a podcast truly stand out? It's more than just hitting the record button. It's about creating stories that resonate, ensuring professional sound quality, and delivering content that keeps listeners coming back week after week. At the Connect Network TV, our team of passionate creatives, backed by cutting-edge technology, helps bring your podcast vision to life. Whether you're a brand looking to amplify your message or an individual with a story to share, we ensure your voice captivates your audience and leaves a lasting impression. Our mission is to help you connect with your audience on a deeper level, inspire them with your stories, and build a loyal community around your podcast. In this ever-evolving digital world, don't let your voice go unheard. Let's create a podcast that inspires, influences, and connects.
I'm Jessica Cherry, founder of the award-winning blog Life of a Cherry Wife. If you're looking to follow for mom and lifestyle content, fashion, Latina life, and good vibes, this is the place for you. Head over to www.lifeofacherrywife.com for the latest in these areas. Follow me on social at Life of a Cherry Wife.
In today's content-driven world, podcasts are no longer just a trendy platform. They're a necessity for anyone looking to build influence, grow a brand, or create meaningful connections. Did you know 78% of podcast listeners don't skip ads? Or that podcasting has helped influencers grow their audience by over 25% in just 1 year? Podcasts allow you to speak directly to your audience, creating a bond that's personal, authentic, and powerful. They provide a platform to elevate your message and build a community around your voice. At the Connect Network TV, we bring your vision to life. With our expertise in storytelling and sound engineering, we make it easy to create a podcast that resonates deeply with your audience. From start to finish, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Our process is designed for results. Podcasts help you grow your audience, amplify your brand, and create a meaningful impact. Whether you're an entrepreneur, influencer, or creative, the world is ready to hear your voice. With the Connect Network TV, you're not just starting a podcast, you're building a legacy.
Welcome back to our show, Connect Fam. You already know we love bringing you the women who are not just really setting trends, but also building empires. Today's guest, she's doing both in two of the most glamorous cities in the world, darling. So she's a powerhouse entrepreneur who really turned her passion for beauty and wellness into this full-blown beauty empire. From Miami to Las Vegas, honey, her brand has become a go-to for luxury med spa services and top-tier plastic surgery.
That's right. She's the CEO of Perfection Plastic Surgery and Med Spa, a bold leader in the space who is helping women feel confident, empowered, and transformed, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally too. So we want to welcome to the show, Angela Kogan.
Hi, ladies. Thank you so much for having me today.
Welcome.
Welcome, Angela. We are very excited to have you with us today and learn everything that you were doing out there. So, Angela, let's get right into it. Your journey, it's all about reinvention. Can you talk to us about the power of aesthetic medicine, and not just for changing appearances, but transforming confidence and mindset?
Absolutely. So actually, I wanted to say that I feel like today, with nowadays, it's all about looking the best version of yourself, not like someone else. So things have changed a lot, in the beauty industry. We are looking at more natural, more wellness, and I feel like that's what also bring a lot of confidence. The more you feel good from the inside, you radiate from the outside. So that's definitely what we're seeing a lot now. More natural looking, more aesthetically, and more wellness about all inner beauty.
Nice. Thank you for sharing that. Angela, we know that your journey to success wasn't really handed to you. You literally built a beauty empire from the bottom to the top. Started from the bottom, now we're here. What was that like for you?
Oh, it's been a journey. I came to the United States when I was only 16, and I had a lot of passion in me, a great work ethic, and a big dream. And I just started hustling my way, and I did not stop. And now I'm proud to say that I'm a single mother. And at the same time, I'm running two beautiful companies and a full plastic surgery spa here in Sunny Isles in Miami. And we also have a second location in Las Vegas. And it's just incredible. And sometimes I can't believe that I'm sitting here and I'm really fulfilling my dream. I've always been into beauty and making people feel confident and, changing lives inside and outside. And it's been really a dream come true.
That's amazing. Well, I want to dive in and talk about safety. With med spas popping up everywhere, you've been a big advocate for raising standards. So, what do people need to know before they book their next treatment with you?
Well, definitely it's about qualifications, licenses. You always want to check what the facility offers, the reputation, how they treat their clients, and if they're really licensed. There's a lot of places and there's million med spas, but it's all about, how professional, the staff is, what they really offer, and are they really certified? That can be very scary sometimes. So that's definitely something I'll look for.
Yes, preach, Angela, preach, girl. So let's get into the fun part. What are some of the hottest trends in aesthetics medicine right now, and what's fading out?
So we definitely see a major shift. I've been doing this for 17 years now, almost 2 decades. And definitely I'm seeing from exaggerated looks to definitely more natural, more collagen boosters, just overall more natural look. We've seen a lot of PRPs, more natural medicine, NDA plus, a lot of boosters. We see a lot of Sculptra, biostimulators, kind of shifting away from more the fillers, the big lips, the big, booties, everything goes more natural, more calm, and more about wellness, and actually really, rejuvenate your body. So it's really nice to see that from semaglutide, weight loss, to really have a healthy lifestyle. That's definitely the major shift, and I'm loving every second of it, to be honest.
It's so good. It's so interesting because there's been so many different trends. We went from like everything is big and in your face, to now I feel like it's more holistic because we're learning more about wellness. So I think that, staying on top of these trends is also really important, and who you go to make sure that they're on top of this. Well, Angela, you are not just a beauty boss. You are a woman in business who is breaking the mold. We actually talked about this on the Slayer Day show, but I want to ask you, what advice do you have for other women chasing success in this industry?
It definitely will be to continue education. Always educate yourself. Always continue searching for more, ask more questions, and really get your knowledge because knowledge is power. I didn't just stop with getting a esthetician license and didn't just stop with getting my laser license. I kept going, nursing and more, just so I can learn so much. So I can basically do anything I want in my own place. I don't rely on other people. And I think that's really, really important. Also, don't put limits on yourself. That's what I always say, because I would have never thought a little girl like me came to the United States by herself with no language, with nothing, and now I'm here. So definitely don't let nobody tell you no. That's honestly my, you know.
That's all right. God didn't say no. Why are you saying no? That's good. Come on, Angela. Tap, 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 honey.
God didn't put no limits on us.
Thank you so much for sharing your story and your heart and also your wisdom with us today. But before you go, tell everyone where they can find you and keep up with you.
Absolutely. So please, please follow our beautiful facility in med spa and plastic surgery at BH Perfection Med Spa. And then also you can follow me, Angela_MK.
Awesome.
Love
Thank
that.
you so much,
And
Angela.
yes, love that. And you heard, can you repeat it one more time, Angela, for those that maybe are just
Absolutely. Yes.
coming
So
on?
it's BH Perfection Med Spa. And then also my personal one is Angela_MK.
Well, Angela, it's been such an honor and so amazing to have you on our show today. And is there anything else you would like to share with our viewers before we go?
Absolutely. Just because I'm thankful to be here, I would love to give any of your viewers a free laser hair removal session. They just need to mention the name.
Fantastic. So there you have it. If you mention the Connect Network TV, then she is offering a free laser hair removal session. So there you have it. To all our viewers, I hope you come see her. I know I will the next time I'm in Miami. Hopefully I can look as beautiful as she does. Well, Connect family, don't go anywhere because coming up next, we're getting into a little fun with our rapid fire Beauty and Boss moves is coming your way. So let's see how well we know our stuff. Stay close. We'll be right back.
A podcast might seem overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. At the Connect Network TV, we've created a simple, seamless process to get your podcast from idea to reality. Within the first 10 days, we help set the tone for your podcast. This includes defining your unique vibe, designing a stunning cover image that reflects your personality or brand, and selecting licensed music to create a professional, polished sound. Next, we handle the technical details. We register your podcast across all major platforms, optimizing it for maximum visibility and reach. Your audience will be able to tune in no matter where they are. From concept to post-production, we take care of every detail. Our experienced team ensures your podcast is not just professional, but impactful, leaving listeners with an experience they'll want to return to again and again. Podcasting doesn't have to be complicated. At the Connect Network TV, we make it simple, seamless, and stress-free, so you can focus on what you do best, sharing your story.
I help women thrive. You can find me on Instagram at I'm Ananda Lewis or on my new app, Elixir, available in all app stores right now. And you're watching the Connect Network TV.
Welcome back, Connect family. It has been a powerful episode, but before we let you go, it's time to turn up the fun with our final segment. Okay, ladies, you know how it works. Quick answers, no overthinking, and we're keeping it light, fun, and fabulous. Ready?
Ready.
Let's go.
All right, I'll go first. What's one beauty or self-care ritual you cannot live without? Go.
Taking off my makeup before bed.
Wendy?
Makeup remover balm and wipes.
Ooh. Amazing.
Oh.
Okay, if you could try any med spa treatment for free, which would it be?
Fresh Aesthetics, my go-to.
But I don't know.
Okay,
I'll
we'll
tell
go.
you before I knew, mine was laser hair removal, and that's a game changer.
Okay. Okay. Where do you go?
All right. What's your go-to confidence booster before a big meeting or event?
Lashes.
I like lashes. Lashes and prayer.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, ladies, name a woman in business whose style or confidence you admire.
Victoria Beckham.
Cindy?
Very confident.
I'm going to say Sarah Blakely.
Whose confidence do I really love? Why it has to be me? Why do I always have to be tardy? Whose confidence do I really love? She's the only one that's coming to mind, and I don't know why. Tiana Taylor. She just
Good
steps in. Yeah, she's just like, I'm not gonna go as bold as she is, but go for you.
All
Okay,
right,
my go. Sorry, all the things. My go. Okay, quick. Lipstick or mascara? You can only choose one. Go.
Mascara.
Lipstick for me. All right. One more. What's the boldest business decision you've made that paid off?
Believing in myself beyond any logic and going for it and knowing I'll figure it out.
That's good. Believing to ask for more and that I could get it. And I did. God's grace.
For me, taking the risk and saying yes to the Connect Network TV.
Oh,
tap,
that. I love it. All right, ladies, would you rather have a personal stylist or a personal chef for a year?
Oh, honey, give me the chef. Oh, give me
yeah,
the chef.
I'm with you. A chef all the way.
We already have styles, so chef, it's meals, healthy meals.
That's right.
We're all on the same. We're all in sync. That's a wrap for today, Connect Fam. Shout out to all the women owning their glow up, darling. And we are rooting for you, whether it's in business, in beauty, or just becoming your best self. Moms, entrepreneurs, whatever it is. Don't forget to also tap into IG and connect with us. Share more at the Connect Network TV. We want to hear from you.
That's right. And remember, you can catch past episodes by binge watching them Netflix style on our website at theconnectnetworktv.com. And in the meantime, you can keep up with me at Sandy Glant or at Slay Your Day Official. And Wendy and Stitches, where can they find you?
You can keep up with me on IG at Gone with the Wendy and at Wendy.Morales at Compass for all your real estate needs.
I love it.
Stitches.
And you can follow me, STICHIZ, Stitches on all platforms. And if you happen to be in Miami, tune in to 103.5 The Beat, iHeartMedia, and other states as well. And if you're in Canada, you happen to hear a familiar voice on the sports stations. Keep listening.
Yes, we will. And to all our viewers today, please be safe and make sure that you tell somebody you love them for free.
Love you for free.
You're watching the Connect Network TV on the CW.